Hi, good evening everybody. So I'm Dinesh Karthik here. So this demo is focused on Talend-Data Integrator. So I hope you people have a little bit idea about Talend, which is based in data warehousing, ETL data integration part. So before going up with the demo, let me just give you a short introduction with whom I am representing and a few experience on my end. So may I move on with the next slide? And in between the course of this particular demo, any doubts or any queries you do have, I request you all to please stop me and shoot out your questions and we'll get clarified, and then we can move on slowly with the next topics. Anywhere, any queries you are having, you do have complete rights to open up your points and speak it out. Yeah, so I wish you all a happy learning environment, and may I start. So this is about myself. Coming to my work experience, I do have 15 plus years of work experience in this complete corporate training industry, working as a senior training manager and data warehousing consultant. Coming to my skill sets, I basically put up into three sections. Number one with database, number two with theoretical concepts, and number three with data warehousing tools of ETL and BI. So coming to the databases, I do handle Oracle 10G, 11G, 12C, Microsoft 2008, 2012 R2, SQL Server database, followed by HP Vertica and Teradata. Coming to theory topics, I do handle RDBMS concepts, Oracle SQL, PL SQL practical concepts, followed by data warehousing concepts, data modeling, and dimensional modeling concepts. So coming about to the data warehousing ETL tools, we do have rich hands-on experience on Ab Initio, Informatica Power Center, Microsoft SSIS, Talend, SAP BODI, Alteryx, IBM Data Stage, Oracle ODI, etc. as follows. And coming to the BI tools, we do have rich hands-on experience on ClickSense, Power BI, SSAS, SSRS, W, etc. So this is a short, quick, explanation of about myself. I hope I am clear with my point. May I go for the next slide? Yeah. So coming to today's agenda, I'm just going to pick up few topics, like make you to understand like what exactly is talent. So what is the demand of the talent in the market? And I'll show you how to exactly create a project creation in Talend and how to work with a few concepts like simple extract and load and multiple other concepts. So before I push into the agenda, let me just stretch on explaining what exactly we are going to do. So coming to the course curriculum part, so we'll be studying about an ETL tool. So what is the need of ETL? What is the most important aspects of ETL working industry with respect to the industry, and how ETL tool plays an important role? So what type of data we are going to work with? So that's all will be covered in your complete course agenda. Understanding about the tool called as Talend, which is an open source ETL tool in the market. So which deals about data analytics, operational integration, and how to monitor your data. And then you do have, get started working with Talend Studio. So understanding about the Talend GUI, how exactly Talend as a tool, as a front-end tool, how exactly it works out. As you can see, some following points. So how exactly we integrate the data, how to launch the studio for the first time, how to create a project, how to create a workspace, how to create a particular project, and how to import the project, how to open, delete, export, etc. So these are all the basic stuff. Then followed by, you'll be having the complete data warehouse concepts, like we'll be studying how to use the components of Talend. So when I say components of Talend, with the concept of ETL, as the name says, extract, transform, and load. So when I say extract, you're going to pull the data from some end. And when I say load, you're going to load the data to the other end. Something like a source and the target is involved. Now, what is it in between T? The T stands for transformation. And that transformation in Talend, we technically call them as Talend components. And these are all the few list of available components, what I have jotted down here. As you can see, T sort row, T unite, T unique row, T file list. So all input output components, database input output components. So like this, we'll be going through about each and every component specifically during the course of online training curriculum. I hope I am clear with this till this slide. Yes, assuming. So coming to this introduction of the Talend course. So with respect to this Talend course of duration, will be of 30 hours of training program. And regarding the time and the fee structure, you can contact the backend team. And this course is 100% practical oriented training program. So when I say 100% practical oriented training program, whatever I deliver as a concept, And with respect to the same concept, those who are attending this particular training program will be given with the suitable hands-on exercises, and the respective software also will be shared to them. And we need the participant also to enjoy the course of learning by working out with multiple different hands-on and exercises what we give to the people. And that is why we call it as 100% practical oriented training program. And the software will be shared at the right time to the participants for their practice purpose and their future reference. And every topic covered in the training program will be given with 100% hands-on, and the everyday video will also will be recorded. And that video also will be shared to the people based on the request, or it will be available in your archived VOD session for your lateral reference. Now, what is the scope of talent in the market? So coming to our industry right now, without data, we cannot work out, because day by day we are working with huge amount of data, or rather I can say a vast amount of data. The data size what we are handling in today's market is all about 10 to the power 12. When I say 10 to the power 12, it is around terabytes of data, but still the data size is increasing above that particular limit. So down the line by 2022, Gartner Magic Quadrant has estimated that the data size can go up to petabytes or zettabytes, that is 10 to the power 24. So just imagine the size. So if at all you want to process the data, you want to store the data, and if at all you want to maintain the quality of the data, so how do we do that? So it is not possible only if you write or use any kind of a programming languages. We should have some powerful, sophisticated tools. And speaking about those sophisticated tools, Talend is also one of the most sophisticated tool in the market right now, which is also called as a hot spot in the industry right now, where people are going or migrating the data to the Talend environment. Talend business community or Talend community, they do have their own community site, where you can also interact with the backend Talend people to know more about the Talend. So the market for the data integration lies always the top notch. So we do have multiple different ETL vendors who offer multiple different software products to enable the construction and implementation of data access, and the delivery of data should go in a proper way with multiple different integration scenarios. So for the vendors, the demand of the traditional data integration capabilities along the demand of the innovative solutions required robust, consistent delivery of highly developed solutions. So for this, the classical example is one of the beautiful example. What I can say is your Talend tool. Talend plays one of the very important tool in the market right now, not only in India, across the globe also. Talend plays a very important role as a part of an ETL tool. And coming to the big data part, right now you do have big data environment also that can be integrated with the Talend. I repeat, that can be integrated with the Talend. So what they actually call as Talend data fabric. So multiple things are available in the industry right now. So based upon our need, the size of data, what we handle, and the budget, the project reference, whatever you do, based upon that, the people design or the people decide to what tool to choose for. Because every tool is a licensed tool, and cost of every tool is not less than a lakh or 2 lakh rupees. It depends upon the license, it depends upon the installation, it depends upon the configuration methodology, whatever they follow. Whether it is a client server architecture or a client multi-server architecture, based upon that, the licensing cost varies. So there is always a demand in the market with respect to any kind of a data integration tool, and in that, Talend also is a part. So I hope I am clear with the point. So you can see the examples of Talend Data Integrator. So what all they are used? So they are used for the support of governance and management of all data assets, data acquisition for analytics and BI part. So when I speak about BI, that is a particular phase or a platform where you generate reports. So when the data goes inside the data warehouse, the next final thing is generation of reports, and that happens in the BI environment. Coming to point number 3, sourcing and delivering of master data support of MDM. When I say MDM, it stands for master data management. Data consistency between any kind of operational applications, and it is also helpful in monitoring enterprise or inter-enterprise data sharing. So a complete enterprise governance also can be done with the Talend Data Integrator tool. As you can see, coming to the certifications of Talend. So you do have Talend Data Integration version 7 certified developer exam, Talend Data Integration basic certification, and Talend Data Integration advanced level certification. The cost of certification varies, but the minimum or the approximate cost, whatever you have listed over, is like $120 per certification. Based upon the level, the certification cost also varies. For further information on certification, you can refer to the below link, talend.com/academy/certification. So this is about the Talend certifications. So, and from the Mind Magic side, also you'll be getting a certification of achievement once you complete the training program. As you can see the snapshot of it, and some random topics, whatever I used to show you right now, I'll show you 2 to 3 topics, like working with simple extract and load, how to filter the data by using T filter rows, and how to merge the data by using Tmap. I'll show some 3 topics as a point of interest for this demo purpose. And coming to this lab setup or the prerequisite, we expect the participant should have at least a minimum knowledge of database. So when I say database, your SQL database or Microsoft SQL Server database, any database. The only thing what we require is the people should have good knowledge on DDL and DML statements. Nothing more than that. And minimum system requirements, minimum 8 GB of RAM should suffice, and a good hard disk space of around 100 GB for workspace creation. And the additional software what we require is VMware Workstation version 11 or any higher version is also acceptable. This is what the lab setup what we need for this course of this training program. So these are the additional courses references, as you can see from the Talend community. That's what I told you. Any doubts or any community discussions that happen frequently on Talend community, as you can see the link community.talend.com. So when you go to that particular site, you can also create your own login. You can sign in or you can sign up. You can be a member of Talend community, and any doubts you do have or any latest updates with respect to the Talend, everything will be posted over here. This is something like a blog, Talend blog. I hope you all know what is blog. So it is like a community maintained by the Talend developers from the Talend Corporation. You can download your Talend documentation or any services you want to know or any solutions which has been introduced newly. Everything you can get an access to this end-to-end access in this community site of Talend page. You can see the second page also. You can see you can learn how to move Talend from data to on-premises to the cloud. You can see what are the different things going on frequently by using the Talend community site. And coming to the mock interview questions, so these are some of the important questions what people may ask during the interview process. As you can see, what is the project in Talend? What is a component in Talend? Explain various types of connections available in Talend. What is the difference between on component OK and on subject OK? Various type of schemas supported by the Talend. What do you mean by context variables? So like this, you do have multiple different questions pointed out for the interviewers at the time of interview. So likewise, we do have multiple different things. And once I complete this demo, if at all you do have any doubts regarding to the course outline or course timings or subject, you can always feel free to contact, and we are here to help you out 24/7. So with this note, may I show you the practical concept of the Talend. So for that, may I open my Talend environment? I hope my screen is visible. I hope you all can see the screen. So this is a GUI which represents the Talend environment. I hope you can see this. So I'll show you 2 examples here, how to fetch data from the backend database and load it to the target table, and how exactly that happens. And now for that, I'm going to create a small folder over here. I right click on this and I create a folder. It's getting created. So just request you to wait for a minute. Yes, exactly. Right now you can see the canvas is available over here. Now down the line, I have created some Oracle connections. I mean, my backend database is Oracle. So I do have to pull my tables from the backend. So I may choose any kind of a connection. So I choose from my source connection, I choose my employee table available over here. As you can see, EMP, I just simply drag and drop. Since my backend table EMP, which is coming from my Oracle, so I choose my TDB Oracle input. So I choose this as Oracle input, T Oracle input. And similarly, I choose my target table from my target connection. So I choose my target connection over here, and I choose the name as TRG table. Whichever table name you want to choose, you can just choose that. Based upon that, we can choose. Let me just choose a connection. Choosing a target table. Just a second. Yeah, I'm choosing my target connection over here, and I choose this as my target output. So as you can see, so my source is ready, my target is ready. So once my source and target is ready, what I can do is that I'll have to simply drag and drop a link from my source to my target. So as you can see, this table, when you just double click on this component, you can exactly see from what connection this particular object called as employee is coming. As you can see, the Oracle database connection details are available. The database is dk_src. As you can see, my username and password. You can see the table called as EMP, and you can see the below SQL query what is available over here. Similarly, this target table is coming from what user? Just double click on this table and you see this table is coming from some particular user called as Pratin_TRG. I think this user is not available, so just a second. So let me just quickly, let me just choose this table and may just delete this. Now may just add a table, target table here. Okay, let me just add this table and may just create this table. Okay, so I'm just choosing this as T Oracle output, and let me just rename this table here as TRG_EMP. I just change the table name here as TRG_EMP, and I say here as create table if does not exist, because this table is not there. Yeah, so once I do this, I link this table here and I say yes. I save my job or my design. Now once I do this, right now we are completely free to execute the design. So when I execute, what will happen? From the employee table, you see 14 records will be loaded to the backend table. So I hope you will not believe me. So for that, I'll by opening my database over here. I'll show you this database, Oracle database over here. As you can see here, so this is my backend database. I set my username as dk_src. This is what my username is, and I say set lines to 200, and I say select star from EMP, and you can see it is having exactly 14 records. Now you see I say DAC TRG_EMP. So do I have a table? Yes, I do have a table over here with this particular name, and let me just show you the records. Select start from TRG_EMP. 14 records are there. So I say truncate table TRG_EMP. Yes, table is truncated. Now my target table with the name called as TRG_EMP is not having any records. Okay, is not having any records. So table is available. Let me just make it as default option. Now you see, I say load this or say execute by clicking on this green button, and you see your mapping is getting executed right now. It is getting executed, building job or executing your job. Yeah, executing my job. You can see simple EL is getting executed. You can see here starting the job, and from employee table to employee table, you can see it is starting. And exactly you have right now you will see 14 records are loaded from your source table to your target table. Now how to confirm this? Go back to the database. Now before executing, you saw it is no row selected, and now when I execute this, and here beautifully you can see 14 rows are loaded to the target, to the backend database. I hope I am clear. And if you execute for the second time, see what will happen. Now already I do have 14 records loaded. Now I'm executing for the second time. Now 14 plus 14, how many records should be available? 28, exactly. Now go back here, and beautifully you can see 28 records are loaded. I hope right now you are believing me. So this is the first example to show you what is that concept of extract and load. So what did we do? From the source table employee, 14 records is being loaded to my target table, and the database what we use over here is Oracle. I hope I am clear. Now may I clear the screen? Now may I create a second job here? Right click and I say create job, and right now I say EMP_tmap for filter mind matches. I create a job like this. Now what will I do? Let me just pull my same employee table over here. Same employee table I'll drag and drop, and I'll choose as my Oracle input. Exactly. And let me just choose my target table. I choose my table here, and I choose as the Oracle output. And let me just click on this, and let me just create the table here with the name called as MM_EMP_filter, and I say create table if does not exist. Once I choose this, now what I do, I choose a in-between component called as tmap. Now this will be the perfect example for extract, transform, and load, because I'm going to do the extraction, then transform, and then load. Now employee table, I drag and drop, leave it to my tmap. Now from tmap, I leave it to my filter, my target table. So once I drag and drop and leave it to the target, now I'll have to give a condition. Now my condition is something like, now listen to the source table. I say select start from EMP. I do have 14 records here with department numbers with 10, 20 and 30. Now my requirement is I want to take the employees who are working only in department number 10. That is, my target table should be loaded only with employees who are working in department number 10. So can you see here 1, 2, 3. I do have 3 employees. So out of 14 records, I have only 3 employees working in department number 10. So my target table should have how many records now? Only 3 records, because those are the records which satisfy by the condition. Now what I do, once I drag and drop and connect all this, I do save this, and now I double click on my tmap, and now what I do, just listen to the point very carefully. I drag and drop all the columns here, number to number, name to name column, job to job column, MGR to MGR, hire date to hire date, sal to salary, commission to commission, and finally department number to department number. So once I do this, I will have to add a condition. I'll have to add a condition over here. Now what is my condition? I say department number equals to 10. That's it. So I say apply and okay, save. Now once you do this, now I can beautifully execute my job, and right now we can see from source 14 records will go to tmap, and from tmap, why? Because I have to change the data type over here. We are getting the operation here as error. So why here is I have to change the data type to, I say apply and okay and save. Yes. And now I say execute. And now we can observe 14 records come from employee, and from tmap only 3 records will go to my target. Exactly as you can see the proof, whatever I have told. And what is the target table name? Go to the table and I say select start from mm_emp_, and exactly you see only 3 records are available in my target. I am clear with my demonstration of 2 topics, whatever I have picked today. Number 1, which is simple extract and load, and number 2, how tmap works as the concept of filtering the data from source to the target. So I've shown you 2 examples, one with extract and load, and one with the example for extraction, transformation, and loading.